Hello and welcome. Welcome to this tutorial where we're going to see how to create a GitHub account and create a repository and download and install Git, download and install Visual Studio Code, and create GitHub repository and make first commit. So let's begin. In order to start, we have to go to our browser. In my case, it's Google Chrome browser, and enter the email address. I have already got the GitHub account on the email address I'm using for this tutorial. Just to kind of show you, I'm going to just enter a random email address to see what happens in the sign up process. So you can see I'm on the github.com site, and then I can enter the email address, which is Chirag. Just note that this is a random email address. It does not exist, but I just want to show you that what happens. So chirag.handson.gmail.com, sign up, and hopefully it will say continue. There we go, because it was created. I'm just going to enter random email, random password here. So continue. Just enter the unique username. So in my case, I'm just going to enter something unique. So it says Chirag hands-on available. Continue. If you want to receive a product updates, press tick this. Otherwise, just continue. And then GitHub is going to try and verify the account. Press verify button and just make sure you verify this image. I think we need to do that. Press submit, and hopefully that will send any code to your email address, which you can verify here. Obviously, this account does not exist, so I can't able to kind of log in and then get the code. So yeah, that's very simple process. Once you get the code, you enter it here, and that's it. You don't need to do anything else. You are signed up. Uh, just want to mention that the GitHub personal account is a free account, so you don't need to pay anything for your personal GitHub account. These are the features available on the free GitHub account. So you can create unlimited collaboration, unlimited public repository with full feature set, and unlimited private repositories with limited feature set. Yeah, these are the uh, these are the features it's include with the personal account. Um, so I think to begin with, don't worry about this thing because we only want to kind of create a new repository, commit to this. So that's all available onto the with the free account. Cool. So I'm just going to log in with my real account which exists. So Chirag hands-on, continue. So yeah, I'm all logged in. So our first topic was to create a repository. Yeah. So which is simple. So once you're logged in, you are somewhere something you see screen something like this. Then you click the create repository button, and I'm going to call it first repository. Again, this should be available within your um, account. So if you already have a first repository, you wouldn't be able to create a new first repository. You can't able to enter kind of spaces and stuff, so it has to be kind of hyphen and something, because the repository name will become part of the URL which it generates in a minute. So this is my first repository. I'm going to keep it public because obviously we're not going to have any private code onto this, so it doesn't matter. And just click at me for a minute and create repository. First repository created. We can interact with this repo or commit to something to this repository from our local. So let me show you how to do that on a Windows machine. It's quite similar on the Mac OS as well, but as we are working on the Windows, I can only show you on the Windows machine. So in order to do that, we need to download two things on our local. One is Git, and another one is Visual Studio Code. So in order to download the Git, you simply have to go to this URL and then download, click here to download and install the Git on the local machine. I have already downloaded and installed, so I can't able to do it again. So yeah, you will end up something like this, and then you double click on that and then install on the local device. Then download and install Visual Studio Code. So I will provide all this link within the description of the video, so don't worry about them. So yeah, download and install the Visual Studio Code on your local device, and that should download something like this, and then you should able to install this on your local device. So once you got everything installed, Git and Visual Studio Code, all you need to do is open the Visual Studio Code, and wherever you would like that Git to clone that Git repository which we have just created, you will just have to go to that path on your local. So what I would do is I already have created a folder called Git on my desktop, so I'm just going to open that folder. So open folder, desktop, and GitHub. Yeah, so that's the one. So select this folder, and I'm within the GitHub folder. Now what I can do is I can open the new terminal, and I can say, because I got the Git install, I can enter Git command, you see, and I can say Git clone, and I can get the URL from here what I need to clone. So I'm just going to use HTTPS, that's easier. You can always use SSH if you like, but for this tutorial we're just going to use HTTPS. So I click on this and then enter that in here, and hopefully that should just download the repository, and you can see it here. Now you can see we are on the main branch on the left hand side corner here. We don't have anything to commit, so the action will pull push and okay, not shocking. It's fine. Now let's say if we just do some changes on our README file. Let's change. If I do git add, what this is? Sorry, we have to go to the first directory, and we can then do git add, and we can then do git commit, pass the message, this is my first commit from local. Because I did not save my change, 1 second. So do it again, git add, git commit, and git push Eugene. Now you can pass in the name of the branch for a second, but if you do this, you can pass in any branch. So I'm going to use this command, git push u origin head, and hopefully this push. Now, if you are doing this for first time, what it will do is it will ask you to authenticate against the GitHub using the HTTPS. Because I have all authenticated already, it's not asking me that. But yeah, that's what it will ask you to do. So when you cloning the repository, it won't ask you to do authentication, but when you are pushing something to the repository, it will ask you to authenticate against the GitHub just to make sure that you have a rights to commit to the repo. Because it was a public repository, it will let you clone without any authentication. Yeah. So when it asks you to authenticate, you just press the kind of button to authenticate with the browser, and it will take you to the browser, and then it will allow you to authenticate with a single click. So yeah, nothing too complicated. So yeah, we saw how to create a new account on a GitHub. We saw how to download the Git. We saw how to commit to our repository. And if we come to the repository and we refresh here, we should able to see what we have just committed. Yeah. So yeah, all simple. Nothing too complicated. Cool. That's it. Thank you very much.